Hello, people. Quick video. In Captain Andy's response to Teal Deer, he showed some of the websites that Teal Deer had provided, supposedly proving that the wage gap is a myth. So then I noticed something strange. One of these articles was on Bill Moyer's website. If you don't know Bill Moyers, he's not a social justice warrior. He's a damn social justice general. When I started getting into politics as a teen, I'd watch Now with Bill Moyers on PBS. So if he's got something to say on his website that the pay gap is a myth, I gotta read it. I think you know where I'm going with this. Look, it's here in Teal Deer's description. Two of the other articles are by Christina Huff Summers. So debunking the myth of a mythical gender pay gap. So even the title's too long for Teal Deer. But it's a bit confusing, right? It's a bit confusingly worded, so let's read it. Every year on Equal Pay Day, while some Americans lament the fact that in 2014 women still earn around 20% less than men, others perform intellectual gymnastics to deny that a gender gap exists. Like Teal Deer. Or blame women themselves and the choices they make for its persistence. Today, Mark Perry and Andrew Biggs, two scholars at the American Enterprise Institute, got the assignment for the Wall Street Journal after acknowledging that yes, women work full-time, earn about 1/5 less than what men take home, they write. But every full-time worker is not the same. Let us first note that explaining why a phenomenon exists is not the same as demonstrating that it doesn't exist. It's not a supposed pay gap just because women pay an economic price for having kids. It's here that the AEI fellows readily acknowledge a huge factor in the gender gap, the biological reality that women give birth, and the societal reality that women still bear a disproportionate share of the burden of caring for sick kids or elderly parents. When they take time off to do those things, they lose seniority, often end up looking for a job after a period of time outside the labor force, neither of which is good for your paycheck. Our economy punishes women for the biological reality that they bear children. The AEI guys are apparently fine with it and want you to believe that it somehow renders the pay gap a myth. But it's important to understand that it doesn't need to be this way. The U.S. is one of only 3 countries, along with Liberia and Papua New Guinea, that doesn't require employers to offer maternity or paternity leave. When American women have a baby, their jobs often aren't waiting for them to return. In most developed countries, they are. This is a big reason why only 4 income countries in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development have larger gender gaps than the U.S. Perry and Biggs argue that women are paid less because they choose to pursue degrees that result in lower earning fields. So you see, he didn't read the article. Here he accuses Andy of blatant misrepresentation and mental gymnastics, as and the article accuses him of intellectual gymnastics. It's funny. It's funny, very funny.